Welcome to Monday Football. Of course, another exciting episode lined up. We've got lots and lots happening, and in fact, we're actually starting off today on a different place from how we usually start for that reason, Dong.
It's good. You can't even tell me welcome back from South Africa.
That's why I turn to you, bro.
Of course, it's good to be back. Just taking a small, of course, a trip to head to South Africa, of course, following the National Rugby Sevens team who are there for the Olympic Games. Of course, you're wondering why we are two. Well, right, Michael Kinyi, of course, Wahiga is in Ethiopia, in Addis Ababa, but to be more specific, of course, he's following with the Sekafa Senior Challenge Cup, which has been good news as far as the national team is concerned, Wahiga.
That's right, but we've got quite an exciting show lined up, and of course, we can take this time to briefly tell you who will be hosting later on in this show. First things first, we've got two gentlemen we're very happy to have here with us. You've known them for different reasons in the past. You may have known them because of their involvement in the Harambee Stars, but right now they're here to talk about matters of player welfare. I'm joined by the current chairperson of KEFWA, Innocent Mutiso, over there, of course, in a nice, colorful sweater, former Harambee Stars, former Gor Mahia, former Mathare United, and we're glad to have him here on the show. And of course, Nicholas Muyoti as well, the immediate former chairperson of KEFWA and also former Harambee Stars as well. We'll be delving into issues of player management and player welfare as well. We'll get into the details of that. Talk to us. The hashtag is Monday Football. If you have questions for these gentlemen, please let us know.
Well, absolutely, of course, Wahiga Mora, this afternoon we're also honored to tell you the fact that it's the final week. Remember last week I was absent, and I understand Wahiga and Michael Kinyi said that I will be coming back to give you, just to clarify as far as our competition is concerned. Remember, we've been having a competition for the past 1 month, and the final week is this week, where we want you to respond to our question. And the question, of course, it means that you're able to respond to it correctly. You'll be able to win a Barclays English Premier League official match ball. In just a moment, we'll be telling you what the question is. Of course, that's coming up much later. This week is the final one. What you need to do is respond to that particular question correctly. Send in your response to 22422, and you can also like our Facebook page, Monday Football Kenya, and we'll be selecting the winner for this afternoon. We got the final week of the Barclays, of course, match ball victory.
That's right. Also in our fan corner, and I believe we've got an exciting team of people there in the bright orange jerseys. Doesn't take much to see them. We've got an interesting team. I can tell you their first name is Bayern. Their second name, I'm still trying to get a hang of. So, of course, we'll talk to them later and they'll explain to you why they have that rather interesting name. But they've been brought here courtesy of Green Sports Academy, a very interesting academy run by two young men. And they'll be telling us why they got into the murky world of football, bearing in mind a lot of our discussion today will be in regard to that. Right behind us, DJ Crossfade on the ones and twos, and he's got a little something that he wants to play for us before we get the show started. Take it away, Crossfade. Indeed, kuna shida mob for football. We'll be talking about that in just a bit. But right now, coming up on Monday Football this Monday, this is what we have lined up for you. A very exciting show. On our highlights, first things first, Harambee Stars get the better of World Cup contenders Uganda in Ethiopia. Elsewhere, or at the same venue rather, Tanzania recover from their 7-0 thrashing by Algeria by thrashing Somalia 4-0. Well, be careful who you call. They might be recording you. KEFWA chairman Innocent Mutiso claims to have recorded FKF chairman Sam Nyamoya in this one-sided phone call. And finally, Manchester City, Real Madrid, they went down hard this weekend in some of the football action. We have all those highlights.
And Liverpool have won it in style.
Well, Monday Football begins with an update from the Sekafa Senior Challenge Cup, where, of course, Kenya managed to start off their campaign on a winning note as they beat their rivals and neighbors, Uganda, by 2-0 in an entertaining Group A encounter. Our very own Citizen Sports, Michael Kinyi, is in Addis Ababa with an update.
Sounds of Habesha. It is music that is close to the Ethiopian people just as much as their football team is. The 2015 edition of the Sekafa Senior Challenge Cup is only 2 days old, but already 4 teams have recorded important wins. The fans have been treated to a spectacle as Burundi, Rwanda, Tanzania and Kenya's Harambee Stars all recorded wins in their first matches. 4 matches were played in Addis Ababa, but the 3 groups now move away from Addis Ababa. CECAFA Secretary General Nicholas Musonye says the groups have to play in different towns at the request of the Ethiopian government who are sponsoring this year's tournament.
Football is politics. You should understand a bit of it. In many countries, football is politics. So this one, I think there was some political connotations with those cities. So we said let's balance politics and sports. We have been trying to balance it for some time. So that's what happened. Because they insisted that some of the markets must go to the north and south and central. So we had to do it. Within the host we cannot dictate, but we have to have some balance.
Musonye is calling on all the CECAFA members to take the tournament serious if their players are to be kept busy.
This is the only tournament they have. They are out of World Cup. Most of them are out of CAN. Most of them are not going to play anywhere else. This is the only place they can play football. So they should not bring politics in it. Otherwise they will not play any football. Where?
The shocks of the tournament so far have come from Rwanda and Kenya. Rwanda beat the host Ethiopia 1-0 on day 1 of the tournament. Kenya went one better, beating one of the tournament favourites, Uganda.
We managed to get the ball in the net, they never. So the pitch is not conducive for good football. It's very bouncy. If you don't get a touch of the ball, it'll fly past, and thankfully we got the result. So we look forward to the next match now. We'll rest up.
We're going to teamwork. Now, despite everything we go through the last weeks or days, imetume pamoja tuko na strong team na believe and then tumeprove watu wengi sana wrong.
Hii mechi haikuwa mechi rahisi sana kwa sababu unajua tutacheza na Uganda na sisi na Waganda unajua kuna rival kubwa sana, lakini kwanza hata kianza kwa tournament tuanze na win. Nikushukuru sana kwa sababu unajua mechi ya pili pia itakuwa ngumu. Unajua tutakuwa kucheza na Kevad tukashindwa, na nafikiri sasa ni CECAFA, sisi ni champions na lazima tuanze na positive note. Tuliwa na game plan mwana imekuja na imetuwezesha tukapata points 3.
Though Ethiopia lost the opening match, their fans showed just what it means to cheer their team whether they are winning or losing. The matches move out of Addis Ababa for a week, but the knockout phase comes back right here at the National Stadium in Addis Ababa.
The Harambee Stars match against Uganda was the 4th match here at the National Stadium in Addis Ababa. After these 4 matches, the groups move to Awassa, that is Group B and Group A, while Group C moves to Bahir Dar in the north.
Well, we interrupt this show for some breaking news from State House. We cross over there for some important